So today I'm going to talk about MSUD. So what is MSUD? MSUD stands for maple syrup urine disease, also called branch chain ketoaciduria. It's an autosomal recessive metabolic disorder affecting brain chain amino acids. It is one type of organic acidemia. The condition gets its name from the distinctive sweet odor of affected infants' urine, particularly prior to diagnosis and during times of acute illness. MSUD is a potentially deadly disorder that affects the way the body breaks down three amino acids, leucine, isoleucine, and valine. When they're not being used to build a protein, these three amino acids can either be recycled or broken down for energy. They are normally broken down by 6 proteins working together as a complex called BCKD, branch chain alpha ketoacid dehydrogenase. People with MSUD have a mutation that renders one of the 6 proteins in the complex deficient, therefore they can't break down leucine, isoleucine, and valine. They end up with the dangerously high levels of these amino acids in their blood, causing the rapid generation of brain cells, and if left untreated, even death. Defects in any of the 6 subunits of the BCKD protein complex can cause MSUD. The most common defect is caused by a mutation in a gene on chromosome 19 that encodes the alpha subunit of the BCKD complex. So how do people get MSUD? MSUD is inherited in an autosomal recessive pattern. For a child to get the disease, he or she must inherit a defective copy of the gene from each parent. If both parents carry the MSUD gene, each of their children has a 1 in 4 chance of getting the disorder and a 1 in 2 chance of being a carrier. So how do doctors diagnose MSUD? In some states, all babies are screened for MSUD within 24 hours after birth. A blood sample taken from the baby's heel is analyzed for high leucine levels. So what are the symptoms of MSUD? There is a classic form of MSUD and several less common forms. Each form varies in its severity and characteristics. However, all subtypes of the disorder can be caused by mutations in any of the 6 genes used to build the BCKD protein complex. A baby who has the disorder may appear normal at birth, but within 3 to 4 days, the symptoms appear. This may include loss of appetite, fuzziness, and sweet-smelling urine. The elevated levels of amino acids in the urine generated the smell, which is reminiscent of maple syrup. This is how MSUD got its name. If left untreated, the condition usually worsens. The baby will have seizures, go into coma, and die within the first few months of life. So how is MSUD treated? Treatment involves dietary restriction of the amino acids leucine, isoleucine, and valine. This treatment must begin very early to prevent brain damage. Babies with the disease must eat a special formula that does not contain the amino acids leucine, isoleucine, and valine. As the person grows to adulthood, he or she must always watch their diet, avoiding high-protein foods such as meat, eggs, and nuts. If levels of these 3 amino acids still get too high, patients can be treated with an intravenous solution given through a vein that helps the body use up excess leucine, isoleucine, and valine for protein synthesis. Gene therapy is also potential future treatment for patients with MSUD. This treatment would involve replacing the mutated gene with a good copy, allowing the patient's cell to make a functional BCKD protein complex and break down the excess amino acids. MSUD is an extremely rare disorder. Only 1 in 180,000 babies is born with MSUD. But in certain populations, the disease is much more common. Among the Mennonites in Pennsylvania, as many as 1 out of every 176 babies is born with the disorder.
Already, people around the world have been raising awareness for MSUD. People have been raising family support groups for the victims of MSUD. An example of this is the MSUD Family Support Group online, which is called the MSUD Family Support Group, where it is a non-profit organization for those with MSUD and their families and includes healthcare professionals and other interested in MSUD. There's also another online group called the National Organization for Rare Disorders, or NORD, where the MSUD Family Support is a non-profit organization dedicated to providing opportunities for its victims. The National Institute of Health under the Department of Health and Human Services is the major funder of scientific research in the United States. The NIH funds studies in many aspects of medical research at universities and research organizations across the country. Several components of the NIH supports research on MSUD, including the National Institute of Diabetes and Digestive and Kidney Diseases, also known as NIDDK, and the National Institute of Child Health and Human Development. Genetic testing for the MSUD alteration common to the Mennonite community, providing carrier detection and newborn screening for Mennonite communities. Now we are going to show you a video about, or a documentary about a victim.
He's that kid that when the other parents, are with their kids, they look at yours and go, really? Right? He's very easy. He's smart and direct and affectionate.
Grayson is a happy, active kid, but at only 2, he's already spent more time in hospitals than most of us. He had open heart surgery at 4 days old and suffers from maple syrup urine disease, meaning he's missing an enzyme that deals with excess protein, something that will be toxic and deadly if left untreated.
1, 2, 3. Good.
Good job. So we have to give him the perfect amount of protein every day. That's the exact amount that his body needs for the day with 0 overage. So we measure protein to 2 decimal places. Good job. He has his blood analyzed at least once a week. Last time he had his blood analyzed, last year, sorry, he had his blood analyzed 62 times at the hospital. And then those numbers are rolled to his dietitian and to his metabolics doctor. So we use databases and spreadsheets to figure out how much banana or peas or yams to put on a scale to feed him. He can't have a gram more or a gram less. I just don't think we ever would have imagined the level of, it's not just the level of care like a professional care, but they have a real investment in our son and in all the children that go there. And I just don't think that that is the norm. I think that it's pretty exceptional.
Grayson is a testament to the amazing advancements in recent years at Children's Hospital. Advancements made in large part thanks to funding from many people who will never meet these kids, but help nonetheless.
In our day, those kids weren't around. And now there's an entire community of children who never existed before in human history. And so that's what I think is important to me, is that people stop referencing the way it was when they were a kid, because it's such a disservice to the kids today. It's not the same world. Late night feeds or something, and you're holding him and you think how amazing it is that he survived the first thing, never mind how well he's done through everything else. And you just don't take for granted what got him here and what went into keeping him here. There's a lot of families like us who wouldn't have the opportunity to hold their, have a late night feed with their kid.
Grayson and his parents will continue their weekly visits at BC Children's Hospital and know as well as anyone its true value.
I'm just proud to know these people and know that they care about your kid the way that they do and that they have such an investment in him.
In Surrey, I'm Paul McClellan for Shaw.